Hello, dear friends. It's time once more for a tale. A tale from dating hell. This is from Reddit user MilNatTC. This is the worst date I've ever had. Oh boy. That's worrisome, but here we go. For context, the guy's in his mid-20s. Super tall Caucasian. I am in my early 20s, short Asian American female. If you know the vibes on this already. I'm starting to get it, yeah. We both live in a metropolitan city. I need to write this so I can exercise this experience from my head. I met a dude from Hinge, and we decided to meet up at a bar on a Sunday afternoon. First impression, he wore a winter coat with sandals, no socks, toenails looked razor sharp. Yellow flag, but whatever. The beginning of the date was okay. He wasn't making eye contact, and I assumed he was shy/nervous. Then it got progressively worse. At one point, he asked me if I watch anime, and I said no, because I don't. And he was like, "Why don't you watch anime?" Oh god, he's a neckbeard. Oh my god, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I didn't... Until this moment, I couldn't say anything, but holy shit. Yeah, no, here we go. That was the cue to leave, because this conversation was starting to get even more embarrassing, and there were people nearby that could hear. He said we could go to another bar, his place, or a park. I chose the park. He really wanted to go to his place so bad, and kept trying to convince me by saying he has the best view of the city. I fucking bet he did. I was like, yeah, I really want to go to the park, though. He finally agreed, and then he wanted to go back to his place to grab stuff for the park. When we got up to leave the bar, I noticed that he was tugging my jacket and lightly nudging me forward as we were walking out. He paid for the tab, we walked to his place, and he wants to link arms, and we can't because of the awkward height difference. He wanted to hold hands instead, so we held hands and we walked to his place. Oh god. Then, walking up to his place, he kept trying to walk faster than me and continued to look back to see if I was still following him. We arrive at his place, and it looks like a tornado had passed through here. He still wanted to stay, and I was like, nah man, let's go to the park. He randomly hugged me and then gathers all of his things. Oh. This hurts. This is some next level cringe, dude. On our way out, he blurted out, "You should invite me to board game night tonight." At the bar, I said that I have plans with my friends afterwards. And again, I was being way too nice, and I was like, sure. And he kept going back and forth, and kept saying, "Oh, I'm just kidding, I don't want to impose, but I do want to go." It was a whole thing. We stopped by a 7-Eleven, and on the way, he randomly kissed my hand. Before entering the store, he complained about having to put a mask on. He complained a couple times at the bar earlier. Red flag. Yeah. Upon entering, I opened the door for us, and he loudly said, "That was the weakest door grab," as we walked into the store. While we're in 7-Eleven, he was tugging and nudging me around. This is creepy. He needs to stop doing that. He asked me if I wanted a beer, and I said no, I don't drink beer. He proceeded to put beer in the tote bag that he brought. He also put a bag of chips into his tote bag. And I grab a bag of candy and we head to the register. I put my candy down and get out my wallet. And he only takes out the bag of chips and leaves the beer in his bag. Oh my god. Then this happened. He takes out his wallet and is like, "Actually, can you get this? For some reason I don't have my card with me." Even though he just paid at the bar earlier. So I paid, no big deal, because it's just snacks. When we left, I casually mentioned that the beer wasn't paid for, and he was like, "Oh, really?" Oh my god. Yeah, same. Oh my god. This motherfucker. After that mess, we walk over to the park and sat down on a blanket that he brought. He takes his sandals off and starts rubbing his huge, sharp feet on my leg. Oh no. Disgusting! I told him I have to go to the restroom and walked away. When I was far enough away, I called my friend, his name is Cole, in a panic, basically asking him to save me. Cole said he'd be at the park in 20 minutes. When I came back, honestly, I should have just booked it and ran away, but I'm too nice to ditch the weirdo. The date got even weirder. The guy started scooting closer to me, looking into my eyes, rubbing my hand. I asked him what was on his mind, and he said, "I want to make out with you." Bruh. And I told him I don't kiss in the first few dates. And this guy says, "I have to go to the restroom. Will you still be here when I come back?" This has definitely happened to him before. Then he kissed my hand again, and my friend Cole shows up at the perfect time. Cole's pretending that he didn't know I was at the park, and was all just like, "Hey, what are you doing here? What are the odds we're both at a park?"
What is this, a crossover episode?
So, we keep having this fake conversation so I can get out of this horrible date. Cole said we need to go to Walmart and grab a board game because he forgot to get one. That was a lie, obviously. This guy tags along with us to Walmart. I invited him, my fault. And he's holding a can of beer and drinking it as we're walking. You can do that in other states. I know that you can get in serious trouble for that in Louisiana if that can isn't covered. It's one of the few things that's like a thing. Cole and I basically pretend to buy board games, and then we all went outside. This guy was like, "Are you sure I can't come tonight?" And my friend Cole lied and said that our friends wanted to keep the group small. In the end, he gave my friend Cole and I a group hug, and we parted ways. The grand finale, I blocked his number and unmatched with him. So glad I did not take him to my house. Yeah. Lesson learned. Leave ASAP. Fuck my life. Also, if you read all of this, thank you for making it through the whole thing. I'm glad I got to entertain you for a few minutes. Holy shit. Well, thank you for sharing this amazing story. But yeah, no, that's a neckbeard. You totally found one. That is 100% like a creepy weeaboo neckbeard. Like, I'm willing to bet the main reason he matched with you, I don't know how Hinge works, because I don't use dating apps, but I imagine it's the same thing as, like, how Tinder was back in the day or whatever, where you just match with people. That's a thing, right? I don't know. Either way, I'm willing to bet that he specifically tried to match with you just because, you know, you're an Asian American lady, and we all know how the weebs be. Especially the neckbeard weebs, who want a submissive Asian female. Yeah, they say shit like that. It's pretty fucking extra gross, my dude. It's pretty fucking nasty, I'll be honest with you. Holy shit, I cannot get over this dude. I know you said he was wearing a winter coat, and I doubt you're ever gonna hear this video, but I want to bet it was like a fucking trench coat. Did he have a fedora? Was he wearing the little hat? God, I would fucking die if he was wearing the little hat. Every now and then I've seen people, like when I go to the French Quarter and stuff, who actually do dress like that. I see like neckbeards, and I never say anything, obviously. But I'm having like a party in my heart every time I see one. I'm just like, they are real. They do travel in packs. Holy fucking shit. Oh man, I've heard a few stories from people who've gone out on dates with neckbeards, and it's never a good thing. It always ends really badly. It's always super creepy, mainly because, you know, as we've said on this channel several times, it's not necessarily, you know, the outfit or anything. It's the attitude. It's not the fedora you wear, it's the fedora you exude. And a lot of these guys who we straight up are like, yeah, neckbeard, because they're totally exuding the aura, are just super extra creepy. And I know that they're like this. We all know they're like this. This channel and all the subsequent channels that I'm pseudo-attached to just by the nature of doing what I do. And I imagine a lot of you listen to a bunch of different ones too, which is totally fine. But, like, I have to ask, like, how do they function on a daily basis? You know, at this point, I'm fascinated. Like, I mean, I guess I have been doing this for a while, but I always ask that question, like, not how do they find the females, or how do they play the games. It's just like, okay, sun rises, neckbeard wakes up, what do? You know, that's why whenever you guys write, like, weird neckbeard fanfiction and stuff and send it to me, I'm always excited, because it's a lot of, like, this is what I speculate they do all day, and it's like, I gotta know, you know, like, they hate so many things, and they're so set in such strange ways that it's like, I need to know, like, again, sunrise, neckbeard wake up, what do? What do he do? The same thing with the legbeards, like, what do she do? Sun is up, what now? So, like, I don't know, man. This is kind of a weird insight into that. Like, what does this guy think is romantic? What does a neckbeard think is, like, a good date when you finally snag the Asian female? Because they are so weird about that kind of shit. Yeah, I know. You know, it's one of those things where it's like... It's one of those things where it's like, I am neither Asian nor female, but I'm offended. You know, like, it's so extra that I'm just like, ugh, stop. It gets to that level where it's like, I don't fit either one of those demographics, but you need to fucking quit it. Like, my dude, stop this shit right now. I'm calling the police. Where are your parents? Oh, fuck, that was a hell of a story. Thank you so much for sharing it. And if you have a story to share, I have a subreddit for you. It's no, I'm kidding. It's my subreddit. It's r/Moonhorse Stories. You can share to a lot of other ones, but, you know, you could also cross-post to me, your favorite space uncle. Just saying. Also, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, things like that. You know, the YouTube thing. There's a... whatever. I think there's still a bell. I don't know, man. I don't fuck with YouTube. I just work here. Also, I have a Ko-Fi, which is like a Patreon, but cooler, so you can donate to it. And it makes me do really stupid things, because we have Ko-Fi goals that are usually really weird. I just finished one, so there'll be a new one soon. Check that out. And I have a merch store, so you can buy your favorite Space Uncle t-shirts. You know, just because you have that ability. You should check it out. Also, there's a live stream every Saturday, and a Discord server, which I own. I realize when I just said there's a Discord server, it sounds like I'm just saying the Discord servers exist. It's like, yes, in general, there are quite many of them. However, there's one of them that belongs to me, and you can totally check that out. The links to all of these things are in the description below this and every video. I love you all so very, very much. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.